Okay, so before we get into the intro of the video, I want to start it differently and show you guys an up close of the palette. This is what it looks like right here. You get mattes on the first 2 rows, and then you get your shimmers on the bottom 2 rows. So up on my arm are pretty much the first 2 rows. Now, I'm not the best swatcher ever, but what I did was I put some Tarte Shape Tape and I sprayed some Morphe setting spray to give you an idea of how they may look on the eyes. This is why I don't like swatches. It's because sometimes they can look chalky, but you can see they are definitely matte. They do look really pretty in my opinion. Right here, they do look a little chalky, but honestly, that's just because that's how swatches go. So I'm gonna show you now the shimmers, which are the bottom 2 rows. So here, as you can see in the palette, once again, the bottom 2 rows are going to be the ones with the shimmers. And so here is an arm swatch. Now, I ran out of room, so I did swatch a color right here. It is the color Lust, and it is pretty. It looks like a light, like rose gold, but as you can see the shimmers right here. I primed my arm the same way. I used some Tarte Shape Tape in the color Fair and some Morphe setting spray. Again, I'm not a big fan of swatches. I feel like they don't do the palette's justice. Let's go ahead and dive into the intro so that you guys can see how this palette performs. Hello, OMG, and welcome back to Legal Beauty's Glam Core Room, where today I have a very exciting video. I am going to be filming a tutorial using the Daisy Marquez x BH Cosmetics collaboration. So if you guys don't follow Daisy Marquez already, then go ahead and look her up on Instagram and give her a follow and subscribe to her channel. She came out with a BH Cosmetics collaboration palette. It looks like a little Tiffany blue box. It is so pretty. It comes with this advertisement of her, so beautiful, her looking into her palette, and it says on the back a little message to her followers that I'll go ahead and read. I'm so excited to finally share my palette with you all. To all my flowers who have been there with me since the beginning, this one is for you. I've worked so hard to bring forth this palette, and each color has been created with you all in mind. Can't wait to see all the magic that you create with it. Love you always, Daisy Marquez. And let's just give her a moment. Like, look how stunning, like just so pretty. So what is really cool about this palette is, one, it's Tiffany blue, and what girl doesn't love a Tiffany colored blue? Like, it's so pretty. So you open up the box and it comes with like a clear thing that covers up the eyeshadows, but I already took it off because clearly I already did my makeup. You take it off and it looks like this, and the color range is so pretty. So many spring colors. You can honestly do a fall look, a spring look, a summer look with this palette. Super dope. Now this mirror right here is detachable. It's not like any other palette out there on the market. I've never seen anything magnetically just detach. The point is there's this little space right here. So you put this little guy right here, and it's, oh my Lord, and it's literally a vanity to go. That is so sick. Like, especially if you travel or if you're on the go and sometimes you can't be in front of your bright ass vanity or in front of a huge mirror, like you can take this anywhere. So I think that the concept was really cool that she created this for us girls and boys to use. And it also comes with this really pretty like cover for it. You put it in here. So it's super pretty. It says Daisy Marquez on it. So anyways, I'm so excited to have finally got this palette. Literally, it took about 10 days to get to me. I called up FedEx and BH Cosmetics, like furious because it said it was getting delivered, that it was shipped out, and and all of the tracking information ended up being wrong, so I didn't receive it for a while. But I'm just so excited to finally have the palette in my hands. I'm so excited that, you know, I was able to support Daisy Marquez. So if you want to see how to achieve this turquoise blue Tiffany look, and if you want to see the multi-use of this palette, then go ahead and keep on watching. But before you do that, you know you want to subscribe to your girl Legal Beauty so you can follow me on my law school journey. I'm going to be filming more videos so I can update you guys on how the application process is looking and my thoughts on my status of whether I think I'm going to get in or not, and what's really been going on, and how busy I've been with work. And my personal life has been very hectic because my car got broken into, as you guys have maybe saw on Instagram if you go ahead and follow me there. And if you don't go ahead and follow me, it's Legal Beauty with the IE. But anyways, make sure, yes, you hit subscribe. Make sure you click that button, give it a like, and make sure you comment down below and stay till the end of the video so you can see what to comment down below. So anyways, let's dive into the review. Okay, so the first step for today's tutorial is we are going to take the Tarte Shape Tape in the color Fair to prime the eyes. In this video, I'm going to just do one eye for the sake of time. Oh my god, ew, it just burped, to make it not so long. So I just like to take this and then I dab it right here as well because I have like discoloration right there. So then the next thing I do is I take a Sephora brush. And this was like their jewel collection from like a while ago. And I just go ahead and blend this in. And then I bring the color down right here. It's gonna look really messy, but I'm going to do my face off camera and then you guys will see how it gets pulled together. If you haven't seen how I've done a full face of makeup, I have a bunch of videos for you to watch. So you could see my foundation routine. If you wanna watch the Morphe video that shows my foundation routine, then go ahead. Oops! I'm always dropping stuff, so if you watch me, then you know too well that during my tutorials, I pretty much like drop everything. I don't know what my problem is. So I want to recreate like a very turquoisey look because obviously the theme of this palette is turquoise. So it looks like a little Tiffany blue box, which is so dope. I really want to go buy Tiffany jewelry now that I've seen this, you know, Tiffany box. So I'm just gonna take one of my Luxie brushes right here and I'm gonna go ahead and tap into Naked. Naked looks like it's gonna be a good shade. I kind of want to put it all over, but let's just dab in a little bit and let's go from there. Okay, it's pretty. I'm gonna use her little mirror during the tutorial. So I'm just gonna put in the crease. Okay, so this definitely wouldn't be an all over color just because it is more on the tan side. So it's kind of like just, you know, a crease color. This would be really pretty all over your lid if you're in a hurry for like work or for whatever you want, like a simple look. This is a really pretty color so far if you were to just like put it all over and then head out. Now, I really want to dig into the turquoises, like I said, and I feel like I'm repeating myself, but anyways, I'm gonna go into the color Daisy, and it is the turquoise one. So I'm gonna go ahead and with the same brush, it is a Luxie 121 mini tapered brush. I'm just gonna lightly tap into the turquoise and then go over where I put it on my crease. And then I'm just gonna lightly tap in because I wanna see how these perform. As you guys saw in the beginning, I did the swatches, but swatches do not tell the whole story on a palette. So I'm not too big of a fan of swatches. If I do go into like an Ulta or into a Sephora, I do like naturally just start swatching because I don't know, I just feel like it's the natural thing to just go up to a palette, swatch it on the old Ristaru, and then go from there. But you know what? Sometimes things look dry, sometimes things look pigmented, and you know, you just never really know how they perform until you prime your eyes and then you put them on. The way I see it is like when you paint a wall, sorry, it does have a little bit of kickback if that bothers you. It does not bother me at all. But yeah, it's like when you go to paint a wall, I'm just gonna start to bring this down, you guys. You don't just throw paint on your freaking wall. Like you have to prime it so that you can get the best outcome. So that's why I don't really like swatches. I did a video of the KKW beauty review, if it's worth your money, in 2019. And I actually primed my forearm just so I can get like, I could show you guys truly like how they would perform on the eye. I think that's more realistic, but I don't think people go into makeup stores and conceal their arm and then try on eyeshadows, but that's neither here or there. So I really like how the color's picking up on camera. It kind of matches this color on the palette. It's more going on like a mint green. So I'm gonna just keep building it up and flare it up. So my makeup looks very messy in the beginning. That's because I do my face last, which is why I like doing my face last, is because I'm not the type where when I do my makeup, I'm gonna make it very clean and cut. I kind of like to get dirty with it and then clean it up. So I'm just gonna go ahead and keep building it up because I want to create a very simple turquoise look. Just because like some people are saying like, oh, you know, like it's not colors like I would use, but I want to show that you can get a really pretty like simple look out of it. So I'm kind of just gonna bring it up because when I do my makeup, I'm gonna like cut it right here. So now we're gonna tap into the color Dream right here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take more of like a tapered looking brush like this to use it and then just spread it all over the eyelids. So I'm just gonna go ahead and lightly tap into that. And I didn't wet the, it's not going on too well. I didn't wet the brush, but it's not sticking. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? It's like, I don't know if you can tell, but it's going on, but it's not necessarily sticking to it. Let's keep trying. You know what? I'm going to go grab some setting spray and then we're gonna wet the brush and then apply. So I'll be right back. For thou legal, thou beauteous is backeth. Some self-confidence here, guys. Good morning, gorgeous. Okay, so I went and I grabbed my favorite Morphe setting spray and I'm going to wet the brush and then see how, look at this, everything goes wrong, y'all, in Legal Beauties videos, whatever. I'm gonna go back into that color Dream and see if I can get the payoff to show up because I'm putting on Dream and the sparkles are actually not sticking to my eyes. Maybe I don't know. Let's see, I did wet it, okay, a little bit better. Actually a lot of bit better. Okay, so it's okay. Some foiled eyeshadows or some eyeshadows with glitter will not stick on without some type of setting spray. So I mean, that's okay. Little, you know, brainish, fartish in the beginning. I should have wet my brush. Makeup 101, Legal Beauty, Makeup 101, girl. Go back to the amendments of makeup. Always wet that brush. And I'm kind of stamping it in, as you can tell, and now you see, okay, there's the payoff I wanted. That's what I'm talking about, Daisy girl. I knew you wouldn't let us down. My brush broke, so I'm just gonna use this little right here and just keep tapping. And then I wanna kind of start to bring it out. Let's just go for a very flared out turquoise look. Okay, so now that I have Dream pretty much packed on, I'm gonna go dip back into the color Daisy and then just kind of go over the top just to kind of have it blend in a little bit more where I put that naked color. Okay, and now for underneath the brow bone, I'm gonna go back in with the color Naked and tap into the color Icy. So I'm gonna use Naked right here and Icy to put underneath the brow bone. So lightly tap, oops, wrong brush, shit. So I'm gonna take some Naked, some Icy. And I just like to do it very soft. I don't like my brow bone to distract from my makeup. I don't want it to look like too oomph, you know, too much like, oh, look at that brow bone. Okay, so far I like it. I usually don't wear colors like this. So now, we're gonna hold off on the palette. We're gonna come back to it and use some more towards the end. But right now I'm actually going to put on some eyeliner. So I'm gonna line my eyes with the e.l.f. Cosmetics Black Liquid Eyeliner. Here. So I haven't done like a dramatic wing in a while, so let's go ahead and wing it out. Perfect, so the wing is done. And I wanna say that my trick to getting the perfect wing where it doesn't get all over the place and it actually goes to a good point is I only dip in once into my eyeliner. I don't keep dipping in and dipping in because then I feel like it gets too wet and then it's gonna go everywhere. So as you can see, it went on perfectly. Now, I've been putting on makeup for years. I've been putting on eyeliner for years, so this is relatively easy for me. But yeah, so now we're gonna let the little eyeliner dry for a bit. And today's falsies, I'm switching it up. I'm not using Baddie lashes today. I am going to use my Lilly lashes, Faux Mink in the style Mykonos. So I'm gonna go ahead, add some glue and plop them on. So if you don't remember what these lashes look like, I did a Lilly lashes versus Baddie lashes review. And this was one of the ones that I compared, I wanna say, to the style Instaho of Baddie lashes. And I actually liked these better, which y'all, if y'all follow me on Instagram, which make sure you do, it's Legal Beauty that ends with the IE. You'll see that in almost all my pictures, I tag Baddie lashes. I wear them so much. I am actually in desperate need of buying some more pairs, but I do have a couple Lilly lashes that I'm using before. I like to use whatever I have up before I go and divulge into buying a ton of lashes. So check that video out, see all together who won that little competition. But yeah, I'm just gonna plop these on. I like to use, it looks really crusty and musty and busted and mistrusted, so don't judge me. But this is Kiss Lash Adhesive. It's really, really sticky and it kind of dries up around the cap, so it's kind of gross, but don't judge me. But this is by far the best eyelash glue I have ever tried. I have really sensitive eyes, so I kind of break out from duo. And I have such bad allergies that I can literally sneeze my lashes off by halfway through the day. But with this adhesive, it literally sticks on. It feels like sticky cement and it does not come off. I can literally have a sneeze attack at work and my eyes can water and everything and they don't come off. So shout out to Kiss. So if you're in the same boat as me, where you sound like you do cocaine and people look at you weird because you're sniffling all day, but it's because you have eyelashes and you have major sneeze attacks, I would invest in the Kiss eyelash glue. That way at least you won't look all busted and mistrusted with your allergies. Dang it! Don't you hate when you forget a step? God! I forgot to put on mascara before because I don't like to put on mascara after I put on my eyelashes because then it ruins my eyelashes. Anyways, we'll let her dry. And so now what I'm going to do the left side of my eye, my face makeup, and then we're gonna finish the eye. So be right back. Okay, so I did my face, I put on my brows, I put on some lipstick. I just don't have on highlighter and we have not finished the eyes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna dip back into the color Daisy. I'm gonna be using like this tapered looking brush. It's a Luxie 111 mini flat angled brush. I love using this if you can see how it looks because it has like an angle to it. It's not really round. So I'm gonna go ahead and dip back into that turquoise and then just go underneath the eye and then just punch it in. Not so much stroking, it's more of like a punch. And then if there's just any fallout, I'm just gonna go ahead and dust it off with my Luxie tapered highlighter brush. I love Luxie brushes. I have a couple more cool videos coming up, so stay tuned. And now I'm just gonna do the other side. Okay, so now we're gonna do the inner corner highlight. I'm gonna go ahead and take this brush right here. I like to use it for inner corner highlight. I'm kind of dusting off. I used Naked earlier on it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wet it with the Morphe setting spray once again. And then I'm gonna go in with, I wanna say, let's try again. Let's do Icy. I'm gonna put Icy and then the color Dream together for an inner corner. So first I'm gonna put Icy. Ooh, that's pretty. I'm surprised. I thought it was gonna go on a lot more matte because it doesn't look as like sparkly as it's going on in the pan. Ooh, that's pretty. Now I'm gonna take some of Dream and then just put some of the turquoise in there. Just so it looks like more blended. Well, if that ain't pretty, I don't know what is. So now let's move on to mascara. We're gonna be using the e.l.f. Cosmetics Waterproof and Length and Volume Mascara. I did a video on brand new e.l.f. products, so if you haven't seen that, make sure you head there and see what I have to say about e.l.f. So I'm gonna go ahead and then just apply this to the bottom lashes. Okay, perfect. So now that the eyes are complete, how pretty do they look? Like turquoise can be for anyone, any eye color, any skin tone. I just think it looks so pretty. I usually don't do colors like this, but I really like how it looks. So let's move on to highlight. So I'm actually gonna use one of the colors in her palette for highlight. So let me just spritz through the face and cover my eyes just so that the mascara doesn't smear. And I wanna try the color Stunt for a highlight. So I'm gonna try to tap in with my highlighting brush without touching the other colors and just try to pack this on. As you can see, because I don't want to hit like those purples and the gold. And let's see how universal she is. Ooh, got too much on there. Ooh, so it looks like pretty subtle. You could see right there, there we go. That is pretty. That is really pretty. Oh yeah, that is pretty. You can live for a palette that has multi-use. And now let's add some on the nose. I'm gonna go ahead and use another Luxie brush. It's just a smaller, rounder one. And we're gonna go ahead and just apply it on the nose. Ooh, that is so pretty. Very, very pretty. All right, so now that all the products are on, I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys out and give you my final thoughts on the BH Cosmetics x Daisy Marquez collaboration. Okay, so now that we're all the way zoomed out, I'm going to give you my final verdict on whether I think the Daisy Marquez collaboration with BH Cosmetics is guilty of being worthy of your dollars, and my verdict is guilty. So I really like this turquoise look. I wanted to do something that matched the theme of her collaboration in the Tiffany blue box. So I like the palette. At first when I put the colors on, they appeared to go on very dry, but I think it's just honestly because I maybe should have used an eyeshadow primer rather than the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. So I don't think it's fair to give full criticism on a palette unless you have tried all colors and you've tried using it different ways, such as like using the eyeshadow such as like a highlighter and a blush. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be creating more spring looks with this palette so that you guys can see how multi-dimensional it is and how you can get so many different looks out of it. But all in all, I do think that it is worthy of your dollars. I think it's a beautiful combination of colors. We have enough, you know, nude palettes out there, smoky palettes, you know, rose goldy palettes. We don't have something that has like a variety of more like spring colors. I don't think this palette should scare anybody off, especially if you are a first time makeup user, because as you saw in my tutorial, this look is so achievable. It may look like it's difficult to get, but you guys saw it's literally probably like 3-4 steps and then that's it. So I really love this palette so far. I cannot wait to use it and post more purple looks, more orangey looks, use this very vibrant yellow, just like my taxi looking colored jacket. But yes, I would give this palette a thumbs up and I think that you guys should go out and purchase it. It was only $19 when I purchased it. I want to say it's $24. I'm pretty sure you can use one of like a BH influencer code and get more money off. But I mean, you get all these eyeshadows for just 24 bucks and you get a mirror that looks like a vanity. So I think that it's so worth the money. Anyways, if you guys are new here, then make sure you go ahead and you hit that subscribe button so you can join my jury, aka my Legal Glam team. And also make sure you comment down below what your verdict is, whether it's guilty or not guilty of being worthy of your dollars. And make sure you go ahead and hit that bell and turn it on so that you get post notifications of every time your girl Legal Beauty uploads a video. And also don't forget to follow me on Instagram. It's Legal Beauty with the IE. And I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope you guys have a good rest of the week and a good month of March, and I will see you guys next time. So order in the court, the trial has ended. Bye y'all.